Okay, Paramount Global unveils phase 2 of layoffs.
I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked.
I'm sure it hurts them more than it hurts the people getting fired.
Yeah.
Paramount Global unveiled a second wave of staff cuts Tuesday morning, part of a larger bid by the owner of CBS, Comedy Central, and MTV to reduce costs in a fraught era of traditional media companies. In a memo to employees, Paramount co-CEOs George Cheeks sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. George Cheeks, Chris Buttface. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Sorry, Chris McCarthy, and Brian Robbins told staff that in order to set Paramount up for continued success, we're taking these actions. After today, 90% of these reductions will be complete. Your name may be Cheeks, but you're a real asshole. I'm sorry. I can't. Okay, maybe it's not that funny. I don't know. Like its contemporaries, Paramount is struggling to reap profits as more of the viewing base for its TV programs and movies migrates to streaming video and digital interaction. The dynamic makes the task of assembling the large simultaneous audience that advertisers and distributors crave significantly more complex. What?
Yeah, let me cut through all this, right? So we just had a recent merger. You know that means they're going to start reducing headcount. They're reducing headcount at the company that was losing money because when you make an acquisition, you cut the fat. And this is the second round. We talked about, was it last week or the week before, the first round? And I wouldn't be too surprised if there isn't more coming. Yeah. Exactly, Troy. Game over. Game over, man. Game over.
Let's continue to read this article. Let's not cut. Let's hear what they have to say. In a memo to employees, Paramount okay, we already said that. George Cheeks. Chris. Okay, so like its contemporaries, Paramount is struggling to reap profits. Okay, Paramount said in August that it would cut 15% of its workforce. Layoffs were estimated to affect 2,000 employees coming out of its planned merger with Skydance Media. With the layoffs, the company expects to record a $300 million to $400 million restructuring charge in the third quarter. Days like today are never easy, the executive says. It's difficult to say goodbye to valued colleagues and those departing. We are incredibly grateful for your countless contributions.
Well, of course, that's the making nice. I don't need to be a jerk about it. We'll gild the lily as much as possible, but what they're really saying is we're getting rid of the freeloaders.
The company declined to specify the exact areas of its portfolio where its staff cuts are being made. Please, secret hideout. But the IBEW, a union that represents CBS employees, noted in a statement on Monday that employees affected worked as editors in media ingest and distribution and show production. What is media ingest?
No idea.
Is that a typo? What is that?
I have no idea. I would like to hope that it is, but it probably isn't.
We're disappointed that CBS was unable to find a way to retain these highly skilled professionals in their operations, said IBEW Director of Broadcasting and Telecommunications Robert Prune.
Yeah.
In a statement, IBEW members have been producing CBS broadcasts since before the invention of television. These layoffs are hard pill to swallow. Okay.
So Mark Malnikoff, our correspondent out in the field, he was at the Chicago area Creation Con this weekend, the Star Trek convention. And he's saying that all this was being talked about this weekend by the fans at the convention. I wonder how many Star Trek shows will get affected, as well as films. Hopefully, all the shitty ones are, and they boot Kurtzman. So here's what I'm going to say to that. I'm not even sure to what extent that particular property is on their radar. They've got much bigger fish to fry. Mm-hmm. I don't see any big changes coming anytime soon, but if all the rumors are to be believed, and they're actually pretty reasonable, they've got to be thinking about this. They've got to be looking at that particular area and going, this is a resource suck We need to get rid of it. Kurtzman and Bad Robot Hideout, whatever the hell they are, is destroying a whole segment of what we now own. We got to get rid of them. How do we get rid of them? Oh, crap. They own a big chunk of Star Trek. So either we give away Star Trek or we buy them out. Either way, they lose a lot of money. So I don't know what they do. I honestly don't. There's a poison pill built into Kurtzman's contract that is really chapping the ass of Paramount Global. So, but even if they decide to make this a priority and take the bull by the horns right now, don't expect anything to change anytime in the next year or two with Star Trek. If for no other reason, then there's already stuff in the pipeline that we're going to get.
Section 31 or something, or section 82, or whatever it's called.
And anything they decide to put into effect now, we won't be seeing for 3-4 years. So consider the downward spiral for Star Trek to continue. This isn't me black pill. This isn't me being pessimistic. This is me being reasonable, logical, looking at the industry the way the industry works.
I don't mean to get off topic, and I'll stop after this, but R.I.P. Venture Brothers. Really hope we get a continuation for a graphic novel. Okay, it's out of my system. It's locked now. Okay. That would be Warner Brothers Discovery if that got canceled.
Yep.
You ever watch Venture Brothers?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yes. A funny show. I need to get caught up on it. I remember gut busting the first season, though. That was very funny. I'm assuming that money had to go to Velma over at...
No, Nate, you're wrong. They own a very specific piece of the Star Trek pie, and they can't extract them easily. You know, that's like we have a pizza, but somebody else owns the cheese and the sauce.
This is why they can't get the classic Trek back, because the secret hideout stuff has to be the 25% different.
Yeah, that's
and theoretically, I think now they could just bring it back to you, but now they're stuck with the whole Abrams thing now, right?
Yeah.
And because of their contract, it has to be different.
It is a huge quagmire. It is not that simple. You can't just say, oh, they're a licensee. No, their contract is far beyond just being a licensee. They own a very specific flavor of Star Trek. All the Discovery stuff, even the Strange New Worlds stuff, they own all of that. So if you see a toy of Saru or Mikey Spock or one of those characters, or even the specific version, the Anson Mount version of Christopher Pike, their action figures, those licenses belong to Secret Hideout. That money goes to Kurtzman.
Okay. And I'd like to thank whoever the team showed me the definition of ingest. I'll look at that later.
Cool.
I'm curious. There's a link. So, All right. So that's it. Paramount's future, though, looking bright, or we're not sure yet?
I mean, simple answer, no, but this is the steps you take if you want it to get better, you know?
All right.